Have you ever watched a fish swim gracefully in a tank, its colors vibrant and its movements smooth? It's one of the most relaxing sights to see, isn't it? But what if one day you notice something isn't quite right? What if your fish starts to swim slowly, or its colors look a bit off? What do you do when you're unsure whether your fish is healthy or sick? Keeping fish can be a lot of fun, but it's not always easy. They are delicate creatures, and their health can sometimes be tricky to understand. Fish can't tell you when they're feeling sick, so it's important to know what signs to look for. It's crucial to recognize these signs early so you can help them get better before it's too late. Fish, just like other pets, can have good and bad days. Sometimes, a fish might appear to be fine and then suddenly show symptoms of illness. The key to keeping your fish healthy is regular care, observation, and knowing what to look for when something seems wrong. Have you noticed your fish swimming strangely, perhaps rubbing against objects or staying near the surface of the water? These could be signs that something's wrong. But don't panic just yet. Let's go through some common symptoms of both healthy and sick fish, so you can figure out what's going on. Healthy fish are usually active and alert. They swim around, exploring their environment, and they don't seem to be in any discomfort. Their fins are spread out, and their gills move steadily. The skin and scales are smooth, and their eyes are clear, not cloudy. Healthy fish are always alert to their surroundings, and they'll respond to food or any changes in their environment. On the other hand, sick fish might display a variety of strange behaviors. Are you noticing your fish staying at the bottom of the tank or hiding in dark corners? This is one of the first signs of illness. If your fish is swimming erratically or having trouble staying upright, it might indicate an issue with its balance, which can be a sign of disease or poor water quality. But what other signs should you look for? For example, are you seeing any changes in the fish's skin or scales? Healthy fish have smooth and clean skin, but if you notice the skin becoming ragged, inflamed, or even having white patches, it could indicate a fungal or bacterial infection. In some cases, fish might develop sores or ulcers, which can make them more vulnerable to serious diseases. Have you ever seen fish that seem to be losing their scales or have a rough, slimy texture? That's a red flag, and it's time to take action. Another common sign of a sick fish is changes in their breathing patterns. Healthy fish breathe steadily and regularly, but if you notice your fish gasping at the surface or breathing very quickly, this could be a sign of poor water quality or a respiratory issue. Make sure the water in your tank is clean and well oxygenated, and keep an eye on any changes in the way your fish breathes. Fish often express distress through their behavior. If your fish is scratching against objects or rubbing its body along the tank's surfaces, this could be a sign of parasites. Parasites can be tricky to spot, but the symptoms are usually very noticeable once the fish starts showing them. If your fish looks like it's constantly itching or irritated, you might want to check if any parasites are affecting it. Fish can also suffer from a condition known as loss of appetite. Has your fish recently stopped eating or seemed uninterested in food? Healthy fish are generally enthusiastic eaters, and if they suddenly lose interest in food, it could be an indication of illness or stress. Keep an eye on their eating habits to help catch any issues early. One of the most serious signs of a sick fish is abnormal body posture. Healthy fish swim upright and maintain a balanced position in the water. If your fish starts floating on its side or is tilting to one side, it might be experiencing swim bladder disease or another internal issue. In these cases, it's important to seek help as soon as possible, as these conditions can be difficult to treat on your own. The water in your aquarium plays a huge role in the health of your fish. Did you know that poor water quality is one of the most common causes of fish sickness? Water that's too dirty, too acidic, or too alkaline can cause stress to your fish, which can lead to illness. Always test the water regularly for ammonia, nitrites, nitrates, and pH levels. A sudden change in water temperature can also make your fish sick. Ensure your aquarium heater is working properly, and keep the water temperature stable. So, what can you do if you think your fish is sick? The first thing to do is check the water quality. Clean the tank and make sure the water is in good condition. If necessary, do a water change to ensure the environment is safe for your fish. Also, remember to keep the tank at a consistent temperature. This simple step can make a big difference in your fish's health. Next, try to observe your fish closely. Look for any abnormal behavior, unusual body changes, or signs of parasites. If you see something worrying, you might want to isolate the sick fish in a separate quarantine tank to prevent the illness from spreading to others. You can also research the symptoms to see what type of disease your fish might be suffering from. There are plenty of online resources and communities where you can learn more about common fish illnesses and how to treat them. Don't forget that fish can also experience stress, which can make them more prone to illness. Stress can be caused by many factors, such as overcrowding, incompatible tank mates, or too much noise. Make sure your fish have enough space to swim and that they're not stressed by their surroundings. Do you know how important it is for your fish to feel comfortable and secure in their environment? If you're not sure what's going on with your fish or if the symptoms seem serious, it's always a good idea to consult with a vet who specializes in fish. Some fish diseases can be tricky to diagnose and treat, and it's important to get expert advice if necessary. In the meantime, it's essential to keep your fish healthy by feeding them the right food, maintaining a clean tank, and ensuring their environment is ideal. You don't have to be an expert to care for your fish, but knowing what to look for and taking action early can save them from serious illness. Remember, a happy, healthy fish will brighten up any room, and by taking care of them properly, you can enjoy their beautiful presence for years to come. If you love watching fish and want to keep them thriving, it's important to stay alert to any signs that something might be wrong. Have you ever had to deal with a sick fish before? What was your experience, and how did you take care of it? Feel free to share your stories in the comments below. And if you want more tips on how to keep your fish healthy and happy, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more helpful advice. We're here to help you make the most out of your fish keeping experience.